I thought we'd just look at this one quickly. Obviously, you've seen the evidence. You know, you're not accepting the evidence, but we'll just look at your claims and your model, because in an elastic collision, the conservation of energy and the conservation of momentum are both, withheld. They both hold. Your model, your suggestion, breaks both of these. So we'll just look at that quickly in terms of numbers. We'll stick with this one for the moment because this is the one that you're claiming. So you're claiming the one mass comes in, collides with the three mass, and whatever this initial velocity is, that both objects will bounce back with 1/4 the velocity. That obviously doesn't happen. You've seen that. It doesn't happen for a good reason, because it has to conserve momentum and conserve energy. You don't believe that, so we'll just look at your model. So we've got the one mass coming in, just say 10 meters per second, 10, whatever, just arbitrary numbers, just 10. So 10 miles an hour, or whatever you want to say, some velocity. So that's swinging in, it's coming in at 10. So its initial momentum obviously would be 1 times 10, which would equal 10. So that would be the initial momentum. You're saying after collision that both objects will move with 1/4 of the initial velocity. So the one mass will be going in this direction at 2.5, and the three mass will be going in this direction at 2.5. So we've got the one mass times the velocity, we've got 2.5 going in this direction. We've got the three mass going at 2.5, so that's a momentum of 7.5. Obviously, you subtract this one from this one to conserve the momentum, and we end up with 5. Now, we initially started with 10, so you've lost half of the momentum in your model. We'll also look at that in terms of energy. Same scenario then as before. We've got the one mass coming in at 10. So if we want to know its energy, we halve the mass, times that by the velocity squared, and that gives us an energy of 50. So that's its incoming initial energy. After collision, obviously it was going 10, so the one mass is going to go back with 1/4 of that speed, 2.5, and the three mass is going to go in that direction, this direction, in 2.5 again, 1/4 of the velocity. So if we just calculate that and look at the numbers, we halve the mass, and we times that by the velocity squared, which would be 2.5 in both cases. So the 2.5 squared is 6.25. So halving the mass, 0.5, times the velocity squared, 6.25, equals 3.125. For the three mass, we halve the mass, 1.5 times the velocity squared, which is 2.5, which equals 6.25. And that equals 9.375. We add those two together because that would be as total, conserved energy, and we end up with 12.5. We started with an initial of 50. So you've destroyed 3/4 of the energy if this was true. And that's why it isn't true. But even if you don't believe the conventional physics or reality, as most people call it, your model, your suggestion destroys half of the momentum and 3/4 of the energy. So it's broken. You can't destroy energy, obviously, and you can't not conserve momentum. And your suggestion is doing both. So whether you want to deny evidence or not, that's up to you. But your model, your suggestion is severely broken.